Well, welcome, fam. This is your girl Janelle here for another episode of Talk to Me Tuesday. Come on in, fam. You know how we rock and roll. So, as you guys are coming in and joining me for this week's episode, I want you to go ahead and put fam into the comments so that way I can go ahead and celebrate you all. Welcome. So excited that you guys are taking the time to join me here for this week's episode. And I hope that you pay attention to our topic today because I really want to focus in this time of February in this new year already to really spend some time talking about how I really want to challenge you, dare you, really push you to focus on loving yourself. I know that a lot of the media is talking about loving others during this time, but tonight I really want to spend the time talking to you about making sure that you are loving yourself. So, again, as you guys are coming in, I welcome you. I welcome you. Go ahead and put fam into the comments so we know you are rocking and rolling with us. I recognize that some of you are not able to join us for our live episodes, but I do appreciate that you guys come back and watch us on the replay. And if that is you, go ahead and drop replay into the comments so we can know that you were able to take away some of these tips and tools that we're going to be talking about today. And for those of you who are joining me via YouTube, I also want to thank you. Make sure that you guys are subscribing to our channel. Make sure you are telling a friend, you are sharing with your loved ones about how they too can come on here and get these nuggets. So wherever you're joining us tonight, go ahead and let us know that you're in the house and know that we welcome you and we are excited that you are joining with us either live or via the replay. So today I wanted to really come on and talk about how do you love yourself? And this is something that so often the people that I get to partner with and support, who I coach, really asking them to unpack for themselves. How do you love yourself? And for me, the reason why that's so important to whatever strategic work that I'm getting to really propel them through is encouraging them to recognize the way that you love yourself really models for others how you deserve to be loved. So no matter what your status is, when we hit Valentine's Day next week on Monday, that is so not important to me. What I really want you guys to take away from this is really as you love yourself, as you celebrate who you are, as you continue to enhance your confidence and comfortableness in being with you, then it makes it that much easier for other people to love you. So tonight, as we go through, I do want you, if you do not have a pen and a piece of paper, there are going to be a couple of suggestions that I have for you. And I want to make sure that you are taking notes if that is at all possible. If not, stay tuned. You can always go ahead and replay it. So the first thing I want us to do as we think about loving ourselves is to get to a place where I always say, let's start by embracing our flaws. All of us are a work in progress. All of us can get better, should get better, really are encouraged to be better than you were the day before. That's one of the affirmations that I start my day with. Those are some of the affirmations that I encourage my children to start their day with, the people that I support to start their day with, where you really recognize that every day is a new opportunity to be even better. Every day is a new opportunity to embrace all that is you. I know some of you have been out here supporting this sister and you have your unapologetically me t-shirts. I appreciate you guys for, again, sending out that love and supporting. I know some of you have your embracing your flaws t-shirts. And again, I thank you guys for all that love. But when I say flaws, I don't want us to think about flaws in the traditional way of what is wrong with me? What are the areas I want to grow in? What do other people think I need to do better? I really want people to understand when you think about flaws, because we all have them, that they make you uniquely who you are. So it's important that we embrace every imperfection that we have, because that is part of our beautiful mosaic. So when I talk about flaws for the people that I support, they know what that means. And for me, the F stands for your fabulousness, right? Every day may not be sunshine outside, but guess what? You get to carry the sunshine with you wherever you go. On the days I live in New England, for those of you who are rocking and rolling with me in New England, you know that our weather has been winter in New England recently, right? And even today, when I was in some other meetings, people were like, something about your color scheme right now. And I'm like, you know what? It's been so dark and so dreary. I recognize when I need a little sunshine. And while the sun may not be participating, it may be blocked, I get to carry that. I get to walk into a space and just be fabulous, just be who I am, no matter what's going on. And when you emanate that, it allows so many other people to start to shift their mood, start to shift the way that they're going to show up in your presence. When I talk about the L in flaws, it's about your loveliness, right? No matter what you are going through, right? People always tell me, I want to be happy. I want to be happy. And, I've heard this from Pastor Paul, who is out of California, talk about for a lot of people, you are happy depending on what's happening. And I really encourage people when you think about your loveliness, is how are you when things aren't great? What are you bringing? Where is your joy? Where's your loveliness? Where is it that you get to recognize that you were chosen for this hardship? You were put in a place where God recognized that you can get past this. There is something that you are going to come out so much stronger, so much better on the other end. And even if you don't, sometimes you go through an experience because it allows you to truly be a gift to other people. So as you love yourself, as you embrace your fabulousness, your loveliness, your awesomeness, your worthiness, right? And even, that's why I put an S on your flaws, right? Because sometimes you just got to get a little sexy for yourself, right? Sometimes you got to put on this red pop of lipstick just so, again, you can feel connected. It's good to feel sexy. It's good to recognize just how you look, just how unique you are. But as you're loving on yourself, as you're loving on your flaws, I also want you to recognize that when you have that type of positive energy, that you are going to come across, some people call them haters, whatever the case may be, right? I like to say the people who are doing their best to be their worst, right? however you choose to classify those people, right? Those people who it feels like no matter what you do, when you have joy, when you have excitement, when you've embraced your flaws, when you're moving forward, those people who are like, why do you deserve that? What about how you were in the past? Why you and not me, right? I want you to really think about during those moments, how do you pray for those people? How do you pray for those people who seem like they are just driven to do their best to do their worst? How do we continue to model for those people by loving on ourselves, having that confidence, having that just energy that allows them to be their best at their best, and recognizing their worst is something that they should be working on. Okay? And I want you to dare yourself to really love yourself in a way that you model to others. So when others see how you spend time with yourself, how you make sure you take care of your presence, you take care of your health, you take care of your finances, you take care of everything and every part of you. It allows that when you connect with someone, that they can see that you find value in all of those ways that you show up to take care of yourself. It shows them that you're the type of person who values you. So really understand that by loving yourself, accepting your brilliance, and not blaming yourself for where you're growing. So many of us are working on certain things. I've covered this earlier in January where so many of you start resolutions. I hope you're all still doing well. And even if you fall off of that resolution where you are going to eat less, work out more, save more, spend less, whatever your particular entity was where you identify, understand that even if you are not garnering the greatest success that you hoped for, don't quit. Don't quit. Only when you quit have you confirmed that you cannot have success. And there will be times where you don't feel like loving on yourself, whatever entity you're dealing with, if it's in your relationship, if it's at work, if it's starting your business and not getting the clientele, not getting the amount of sales, not starting your business, whatever it is, fam, that you have shared in this group. I want you to make sure that you understand when you love yourself, you won't quit on yourself. So continue to understand as you propel forward, you are truly being obedient to God and what He has destined for your life. Now, as we come against Valentine's Day, I do want to just give you some strategies for some of the things I want you to reflect on and consider doing this Valentine's Day. So before you guys start to flood me and DM me and tell me, well, everybody doesn't have somebody, right? These things I'm going to give you today, the whole focus of today's episode is for you to love on you. So I'm going to give you some strategies again for some zero price points, some depending on where you are, price points, whatever works best for you. And the first thing I want you to do for Valentine's Day for yourself, right? And as you guys all know, I love my husband. We have been married for over a decade. I love him dearly. That is who I intend to spend my Valentine's Day with, right? But I recognize some of you in here, fam, you say to me, listen, I'm embracing all of my singleness. I love it. I love discovering who I am. I love discovering why I love me. I love discovering how I want to be loved and going through and learning more about me so I show up best whenever I decide that I'm ready to allow myself to be in a relationship. So wherever you are, I want you to take this message and to move forward. So for Valentine's Day, it is 24 hours, right? February 14th, there will be 24 hours. Hopefully we will all live to see it. Hopefully we will all be up and alive for the 24 hours within that day. But I want you to commit to spending an hour really doing something that brings you joy, right? I want you to go deeper than just happiness, right? Because you can watch one of your favorite movies and be happy. I want you to find something that takes you deeper than just that surface happiness. I want you to find something that brings you joy, right? So I encourage some of you, if that means that, you have been spending so much time indoors, you haven't been to the spa, go to the spa. If the way that your account set up, you ain't got spa life money, right? What I want you to do is to get a couple teaspoons of coconut oil, a couple spoons of some brown sugar, mix them up, right? That's a face mask, right? So again, it's not about spending all of this money. It's really about just being focused on self-care, right? And one of the combinations that I love is literally that. It is getting some coconut oil, getting some 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, or a tablespoon of brown sugar, a tablespoon of white sugar, whatever the case is, just to get, the different granulations in the types of grains. And I will put that on as a face mask and just exfoliate my skin, and the oil just re-nourishes me, right? But again, if you are about that spa life, treat yourself to a spa experience, right? If you are the type of person, you are great with your hands, and what gives you joy is to take something that maybe in your house, sitting around a chair, painting a mosaic, whatever the case is, because you have leftover paints, whatever speaks to your heart and makes you feel joyful. I want you to treat yourself with that for Valentine's Day. Because what I can tell you is when you feel loved, when you are taking care of yourself, it literally permeates from you. And as you are at work, as you are in your community, as you are serving, people start to see that energy. It helps you to really invite people in, allow people to know how to connect to you, how to work towards having that joy, right? You can invite them to next week's episode, have them go ahead and replay so that they're getting it. Another thing I really want you to consider and to challenge you to do is maybe for you finding that joy on Valentine's Day is you've been thinking about learning something new. And you've been procrastinating on, when I have time. What I will tell you is you have time. The question is, how are you spending your time, right? Because we all get 24 hours. So it's not that you don't have time. So if you have been putting something off for months, weeks, years, decades, right? I'm not in your business. You know where you are. What I want to encourage you to do is spend an hour. You have 24, you have 23 other hours you can continue to do what you've been doing, right? But maybe spend an hour learning something that you have been putting off. I've been recently saying that I want to learn more about the stock market, cryptocurrency, all of those types of investments to continue to build generational wealth. And I have been starting to do the research to learn from myself, right? So again, that might be what you're into. That might not be what you're into, right? And that's okay. You may want to cook something from a recipe. You've always been interested in traveling to a new country. Pick up a recipe from that country. Spend an hour trying to make it. See how it tastes. See if you like it, right? You may want to spend your hour getting some stuff together. But I really want to encourage you to think about on Valentine's Day, gifting yourself, loving on you in a way that allows you to provide you with what you need. So if you've been saying for a long time, I need to get my stuff together, I know that some of you are interested in starting your own businesses. Again, I say to you, and I encourage you always, don't keep your gift from the world. Do what you need to do to move forward. Allow those things not just to be items on your vision board. Make the vision come to life. So if that is speaking to you, resonating with you, tell me why you haven't booked your clarity call with me yet, right? So if you know that you are ready to strategize on really getting to a place where you are moving into your success, book your clarity call with me, right? Spend some time with me on Valentine's Day. If you have been saying, I need to get my financials in order, I want my credit score to increase, I want to think about generational wealth, connect to a financial advisor. DM me. I know someone who is absolutely fantastic in what he does, right? I know he's part of our group. He supports this work, and I've seen just the work that he's done. So again, I'm all about making sure that people are connecting to the right people. So if those are the things that are speaking to you that you've been putting off for so long, stop. Make a date with yourself on Valentine's Day to move that work forward. For those of you who you know that on Valentine's Day you're going to be spending time with someone, I want you to be intentional. I want you to know this. If spending time with your family, if spending time with your loved ones brings you joy, that when you do it, I want you to be present. Don't be on your cell phone. Don't be thinking about what you have to do the next day. Be with them, feel them, right? Make them laugh. If you know that you have someone in your life who has been going through, allow it to be a safe space where you allow them to cry, whatever it is. Be in their presence, be what they need, because as you do that, you continue to show that courtesy, that gratitude to others. You still are loving on yourself, okay? And enjoy something, right? You know, mama is a foodie. You can tell by the thickness in mama, right? Mama loves a good meal. So if that's the case, and you know that you love to enjoy the decadencies of various flavors, right? Do a chocolate bomb. Again, some of the members in our group, you know, I've been talking about the financial advisor. So please reach out to me and I can give you Danny's contact information. For those of you who you are like, you know what? I have been just so tempted to try something new. Try a chocolate bomb, try oatmeal bomb. You know, I know that one of the members of our fam, Jennifer Gladden, she's out here making these delectable treats. Treat yourself, right? While supporting Black businesses. So again, I encourage you all to make sure that as you do this, you love on yourself. You take care of yourself. You do whatever is necessary to continue to focus on, how do I get better every day? How do I not allow myself to wake up and only recognize what I didn't do yesterday? How do I not allow myself to just wake up and say, this is going to be another day just like yesterday where I'm not going to get it done? Change your mindset. Think about how you can strategize. Think about, because I have confidence, because I love who I am, because I know I'm bringing my best, I'm bringing my flawlessness, right? We all know that's my fabulousness, my loveliness, my awesomeness, my worthiness, my sexiness. I'm bringing all of that every day to every space I go to. So when you feel that, when you walk by a mirror and you're like, who's that girl? That's you. When you walk by a mirror, you're like, who's that guy? That's you. Embrace it. Love on yourself. And I want to encourage you all. This Valentine's Day, as you're thinking about what you're going to do, who you're going to be with, who you're going to connect with, make sure you dedicate one of those hours to being committed to you, to showing yourself how much you love you. This is your girl Janelle signing off for another episode of Talk to Me Tuesday. It has truly been my pleasure to serve you, and I look forward to joining you next week, where we continue to empower you to strengthen the relationship you have with yourself, the relationship you have with others, and the relationship that you have in your business. Until we meet again, stay safe.